Picture yourself at the crossroads of automotive history, where the fate of a century-old icon, BMW, hangs in the balance. After more than 100 years of relentless innovation, racing triumphs, and crafting luxury vehicles that have defined generations, BMW finds itself at a pivotal moment. The world is hurtling toward electric mobility, and the choices BMW makes today could shape not only its own destiny, but also the future of how humanity moves. This is not just a story about cars. It is a high-stakes drama about technology, economics, and the relentless march of progress. Join us as we journey deep into the nerve center of BMW's electric revolution, a revolution that may redefine the very DNA of one of the world's most admired brands. But as we fast forward to today, the stakes are even higher. The automotive industry is undergoing its most radical transformation in over a century. Governments across Europe, North America, and Asia are setting ambitious targets to phase out internal combustion engines, those mechanical marvels that fueled the industrial age. Meanwhile, consumers are demanding cleaner, smarter, and more digitally connected vehicles. Companies like Tesla have rewritten the rules of the game, while Chinese juggernauts such as BYD are rapidly scaling up their electric ambitions, threatening to shift the global balance of power in the auto industry. In this electrified chess match, some automakers are going all in on electric vehicles, betting everything on batteries. Others are hedging their bets, investing in hybrids, hydrogen, and even synthetic fuels. So, where does BMW fit in this evolving narrative? Unlike Tesla, which famously declared internal combustion engines obsolete, or Mercedes-Benz, which has pledged to electrify its entire lineup, BMW is choosing a path that can only be described as calculated flexibility. BMW calls it technology openness. Instead of putting all its eggs in one basket, BMW is pursuing multiple avenues, investing billions in state-of-the-art electric vehicles, refining its combustion engines for markets where demand remains strong, and even exploring hydrogen as a possible long-term solution. This approach reflects a deep understanding of global diversity. BMW knows that the journey toward electrification will not move at the same pace everywhere. At the heart of this strategy is the enigmatic Neue Klasse, a next-generation platform that BMW claims will redefine what it means to be a BMW. The Neue Klasse is not just a single car or a handful of new models. It is a bold, modular architecture designed to support a wide range of electric vehicles over decades to come. Imagine a flexible foundation capable of underpinning everything from compact crossovers to sleek sedans, all powered by BMW's most advanced battery technology to date. To truly grasp why the Neue Klasse matters, let's look beyond the polished press releases and step inside the beating heart of BMW's manufacturing empire. Let's begin our journey in Steyr, Austria, a city where steel, silicon, and sweat combine to forge the future. The BMW engine plant in Steyr is a living symbol of the company's dual nature. Here, tradition and transformation coexist in a carefully balanced symphony. On one side, 13 production lines hum with the creation of millions of internal combustion engines every year. Legendary V4s, straight sixes, and thunderous V8s that have powered BMWs around the globe for decades. These engines are masterpieces of German engineering, generating billions of euros in revenue and keeping the wheels of BMW's global empire turning. Yet quietly and with little fanfare, a revolution is underway. In Steyr, BMW has allocated only 2 production lines for electric drive systems. At first glance, this may seem modest compared to the plant's combustion output, but these lines are anything but ordinary. The first is dedicated to producing current-excited synchronous motors, a cutting-edge technology prized for its efficiency and adaptability. BMW expects this line to deliver up to 200,000 electric motors per year, supporting both rear-wheel and all-wheel drive vehicles. The second line assembles permanent magnet synchronous motors, with a target output of 400,000 units annually. Combined, Steyr is gearing up to produce more than 600,000 electric drives each year, enough to supply a new generation of electric BMWs. Still, these numbers are dwarfed by the plant's output of combustion engines, highlighting the delicate balancing act at the core of BMW's strategy. This balancing act is not unique to Austria. In Hungary, BMW's Debrecen plant has become a hotbed of innovation. In March of 2024, the first test models of the Neue Klasse rolled off the assembly line, marking a new chapter in BMW's history. The world now waits with bated breath for the public unveiling of the first Neue Klasse production vehicle, widely rumored to be the iX3, a sleek, compact crossover designed for broad global appeal. The official reveal is set for September of 2025 at the prestigious IAA Mobility Show in Munich, a fitting stage for BMW's electric ambitions to take center stage. What truly sets the Neue Klasse apart is a technological leap that could reshape the industry. These vehicles will be powered by BMW's sixth-generation round battery cells, custom, high-density batteries promising up to 30% more range and significantly faster charging than current models. Imagine recharging hundreds of kilometers of range in just minutes, thanks to ultra-fast charging capabilities of up to 400 kilowatts. For drivers, this could spell the end of range anxiety and the dawn of true long-distance electric travel. These advancements are not just technical milestones. They are designed to answer critics who claim electric vehicles cannot match the convenience and practicality of traditional cars. BMW's ambition is clear: to push the boundaries of what electric vehicles can do. Yet the path to electrification is anything but smooth. In the United States, BMW's electric vehicle deliveries fell by more than 21% in the second quarter of 2025, a sobering reminder of the volatility inherent in this market. Production in the United States has been paused, a move many believe is driven by a complex mix of market saturation, shifting consumer incentives, and looming tariffs on imported components. Rather than a step backward, this pause is a strategic recalibration aimed at aligning production with real-world demand and avoiding costly oversupply, a lesson learned from the boom and bust cycles that have plagued many industries in times of rapid change. Inside BMW's executive suites, the tension is palpable. On one hand, the company is making massive investments to future-proof its operations. Over 500 million euros are being funneled into expanding electric drive production, particularly at the flagship Dingolfing facility in Germany, a site that has long been the pride of BMW's manufacturing prowess. The Munich plant, another jewel in BMW's crown, is on track to become an all-electric facility by the year 2027. This transition is not merely symbolic, it is a strategic commitment to the electric future. Thousands of engineers and assembly line workers are being retrained for the age of battery assembly, advanced electronics, and software-driven vehicles. On the other hand, BMW has not shied away from making tough decisions when the numbers do not add up. In a move that sent shockwaves through the industry, BMW recently canceled a multi-billion euro battery contract with Swedish supplier Northvolt. The reasons are complex, ranging from doubts about Northvolt's technological trajectory and concerns over supply chain reliability to BMW's desire for greater flexibility in sourcing its battery cells. This pivot is a stark reminder that in the electric era, even giants must remain nimble, prepared to pivot as technology and markets evolve at breakneck speed. Adaptability is not just a buzzword at BMW, it is a survival strategy. Klaus von Moltke, manager of the Steyr plant, encapsulated this ethos perfectly. Our job is to go through all possible scenarios, prepare for each, and ensure that we are able to deliver. This means running parallel supply chains, being ready to scale up or scale down combustion and electric production as needed, and maintaining a keen eye on the horizon for the next breakthrough. It is a juggling act that demands nerves of steel, deep financial resources, and a willingness to challenge conventional wisdom. But can BMW truly serve two masters? Can the company continue to deliver the combustion engines that pay today's bills while simultaneously building the electric vehicles that will ensure tomorrow's survival? Or does this balancing act risk leaving them outmaneuvered by rivals who have chosen to go all in on electrification? This is not a hypothetical question, it is an existential gamble with tens of billions of euros, tens of thousands of jobs, and the legacy of a storied brand at stake. Let's examine the risks and rewards of BMW's chosen path. The upside of flexibility is clear. If global demand for electric vehicles remains unpredictable, or if regulatory timelines slip, BMW can pivot quickly, minimizing the risk of stranded assets and costly write-offs. In markets such as Eastern Europe, Africa, and parts of Asia, where charging infrastructure is sparse and consumer purchasing power is limited, combustion engines may continue to dominate for years to come. By keeping its options open, BMW can serve these markets without overcommitting to a single technology. Yet the dangers are equally real. While factories like Steyr and Dingolfing ramp up electric output, the current reality remains sobering. Only 2 production lines for electric drives in Steyr, compared to 13 for combustion engines. If consumer sentiment or government regulations suddenly tip the scales toward full electrification, as has already happened in Norway, BMW could be left scrambling to catch up. Meanwhile, competitors such as Tesla, Mercedes-Benz, and Chinese upstarts like NIO and XPeng are pouring resources into gigafactories, vertical integration, and next-generation battery research. The risk is that BMW's careful approach could shift from being a hedge against uncertainty to becoming a handicap in a rapidly evolving market. Consider the opportunity cost. The Neue Klasse platform, with its state-of-the-art battery cells and digital-first architecture, could be a game-changer if the technology delivers on its bold promises. Imagine a world where your BMW can be charged in the time it takes to enjoy a coffee, where over-the-air software updates continuously enhance your vehicle, and where autonomous driving features become a part of daily life. If BMW executes flawlessly, leveraging its reputation for engineering excellence and luxury craftsmanship, it could leapfrog competitors and redefine what it means to drive electric. But the window for such a leap is closing quickly, and the market waits for no one. Expert opinions on BMW's strategy are sharply divided. CEO Oliver Zipse is a vocal advocate for technology openness, insisting that BMW's approach gives it the agility to follow market demand wherever it leads. As he puts it, "We are not in the business of making bets. We are in the business of delivering what customers want." But industry analysts like Sam Fiorani of Auto Forecast Solutions caution that adding increasingly expensive electric vehicles in an already saturated market is economically questionable. Fiorani warns that unless demand keeps pace with supply, even the most advanced factories could become costly white elephants. Other voices, such as Hey Kestelu from EVXL, interpret BMW's recent production pauses not as a retreat, but as tactical moves in a long-term strategy. BMW has the confidence to pause, recalibrate, and strike when the moment is right. That is the sign of a company that understands its strengths and is not afraid to use them. Meanwhile, inside BMW North America, sustainability leaders are pushing for circularity, not just in vehicle design, but across the entire supply chain. This means reusing materials, recycling batteries, and minimizing waste, a holistic approach that could help BMW stand out as consumers become more eco-conscious. Looking to the future, several scenarios could play out for BMW. One possibility is deeper alliances with battery manufacturers or technology giants, perhaps working with companies like Tesla or Samsung to speed up innovation and drive down costs. Another scenario sees regulatory shocks in key markets, such as the European Union or California, forcing a rapid transition to electric-only lineups. There is also the potential for breakthrough technologies, solid-state batteries, wireless charging, advanced autonomous driving systems, to emerge sooner than expected, opening new opportunities for BMW to leap ahead of competitors. The company is not standing still. BMW is actively testing all solid-state battery cells in collaboration with Solid Power, using prototypes like the i7 as rolling laboratories. Success here could mean batteries that are lighter, safer, and more energy-dense, ushering in a new era of electric mobility. At the same time, BMW engineers are hard at work developing new digital platforms, integrating artificial intelligence, and enhancing connectivity to create a seamless, personalized driving experience. Imagine a BMW that not only drives itself, but also learns your preferences, anticipates your needs, and updates itself overnight with the latest features. Financial prudence remains central to BMW's philosophy. The company's leadership is acutely aware of the massive costs of transitioning to electric vehicles, including the need to retrofit factories, retrain workers, and invest in research and development. BMW's measured approach is designed to balance ambition with financial reality, a lesson learned from over a century of navigating economic booms and busts. The company aims to make electric vehicles account for half of its global sales by the year 2030, a target that reflects both optimism and caution. Yet even as BMW pushes forward, the company must contend with fierce competition. Tesla's relentless innovation, Mercedes-Benz's bold electrification promises, and the rapid ascent of Chinese brands like BYD, NIO, and XPeng have raised the stakes. These rivals are investing heavily in gigafactories, direct-to-consumer sales models, and next-generation technologies. The race is now as much about software and data as it is about horsepower and handling. BMW's challenge is to blend its legendary engineering prowess with digital innovation, a synthesis that could define the future of premium mobility. Historical parallels abound. A century ago, the transition from horse-drawn carriages to gasoline-powered automobiles upended entire industries and changed the fabric of society. Today, the shift to electric mobility promises to do the same. Those who adapt not just quickly but wisely will shape the future. The lessons of history are clear. Flexibility, adaptability, and the courage to challenge the status quo are the keys to survival and success. For investors, technology enthusiasts, and everyday drivers alike, BMW's journey offers valuable lessons. In a world where disruption is the norm, flexibility and caution can be both strengths and weaknesses. The electric revolution is not a sprint, but a marathon, filled with unexpected twists, regulatory hurdles, and technological breakthroughs. Watching how legacy giants like BMW navigate these twists can inform your own decisions. Whether you're considering buying an electric vehicle, investing in green technology, or simply pondering what the future of transportation will look like. So, will BMW's balanced approach secure its place as a leader in the age of electrification, or will hesitation leave it trailing the boldest innovators? The answer, for now, is that BMW's caution may buy it crucial time and flexibility, but it also demands flawless execution. If the Neue Klasse delivers on its ambitious promises, and if BMW can ramp up production with the speed and agility required, the company could redefine the automotive landscape once again. But if it hesitates too long, the relentless pace of innovation from pure electric rivals may leave it struggling to keep up. A fact that remains hidden from most outsiders. BMW's decision to cancel a multi-billion-euro battery contract with Northvolt is a stark reminder of how quickly even the mightiest players must pivot in this fast-moving arena. The lesson is clear. Adaptability, not sheer size, will determine who thrives in the new electric order. Ultimately, BMW's path is a microcosm of the broader transformation gripping the entire automotive industry, a world where tradition meets innovation, and where the future is being written in real time. Will BMW's nuanced approach prove to be a masterstroke, allowing it to tailor solutions to a diverse and rapidly changing world? Or will the company find itself outpaced by rivals who moved faster and took bigger risks? The next chapter is unwritten, and your perspective matters. Do you see wisdom in BMW's flexibility, or do you worry that caution will turn into complacency? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We read every one. If this deep dive into the electrifying crossroads of technology and economics sparked your curiosity, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. The story of mobility is still unfolding, and we'll be here to bring you every twist and turn. Until